Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure, see. And after several nights, you would say, well, that was pretty great. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be. Then you would get more and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
What's going on, y'all? People of YouTube, beautiful people of YouTube. I'm doing a video from my car. Well, you probably realized that already without me saying it. So I just got my hair retwisted, and let me just tell you, if you are tender-headed, like, ain't no joke. Some things to think about. I just put in the title, retwist, downside, on some things to think about. For one, and now I know you probably like research videos after videos on YouTube, and you know about maintaining your hair. Maintenance is like definitely the key if you're planning on starting locks with your hair. I feel like take how you take care of your hair now. If you're good at taking care of your hair now, whether you're a guy or a girl, or a guy with a fade or afro, or a female with short long hair or an afro, you know, if you're maintaining that well, I feel like, okay, you should go ahead, you can get locks if your finance is in order. Because if you go to the right person, I mean, they're not like expensive to get. They may cost, you know, $65, $70 to get it first started, $50 to first get it started. But if you're, you know, on a budget, I will also think about that, like, because you need to get your hair retwisted every so often. I mean, it's not like every month thing, like you got to pay your rent, bills, or your cell phone and all that stuff. But, you know, you need to make sure you're able to get it retwisted. Another thing to think about if you're wanting to get locks, just as far as maintaining, you know, when I first got my locks, my hair retwisted for the first 3 months every month. And then after that, you know, it's now going to be, it's like spreading out to be every 2 to 3 months. You don't want to get your hair twisted too much because it breaks off. As far as like the weather, it's getting cold out here. So you also want to make sure you're not only maintaining your locks, but keeping them hydrated, just like when you need to be hydrated. Your locks, your hair needs to be hydrated. As far as getting them retwisted, I feel like if you're going to get them retwisted and you're starting to spread out from 2 to 3 months, just know, like, if you've probably seen some of my videos or my last video, it's like I kind of had like a lot of my hair untwisted, and that was from me. Oh, another thing, make sure you buy the right shampoo. If you're going to wash your hair yourself, if you're not going to wait till you go to the beauty shop to get your hair retwisted, to let the beautician twist your hair or wash your hair, make sure you buy the right shampoo, conditioner that does not dry out your hair, because that's the mistake I did. I brought some shampoo that I thought was good, but it actually dried out my hair, and I ended up researching on YouTube, brought some right shampoo, and it made a big difference. If you going to and like I said, when I washed my hair the first time, I was just putting water on my hair. I didn't really wash it, and then I brought the shampoo, and then I ended up washing it, and I brought the wrong shampoo, which dried up my hair. But if you're going to do that, like I said, make sure you do your research. Make sure you buy the right shampoo, something that's not going to dry your hair, because when it dries, like when your hair is not wet anymore and it dries, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. Like I said, it's getting cold out here. Make sure you buy the right stuff to keep your hair moisturized. And like I said, if you're gonna spread out, getting your hair retwisted, like mine's kind of came untwisted. I kind of had new growth, but also it was my hair that was already there. Long story short, when your hair grows, it's not gonna grow. It's just gonna grow all at once. So as your hair grows, the roots, are going to start kind of combining, like, I want to say like an afro, combining with one another. So when you go to get your hair retwisted, after she washes your hair and all the other stuff, as she retwists it, most of your hair she has to like pull apart. And if you're tender-headed like me, that's not a fun ordeal. Like, I'm tender-headed in the middle part of my head, versus like the side and the top part of my hair. I'm not as tender-headed, but in the middle, in the back of my head, Lord have mercy. Like I said, a lot of my hair came untangled, and then I had new growth, and let me just tell you, that hurt. I'm sitting there biting my teeth together like, oh my God, this hurts. So if you're tender-headed, I feel like that's another thing you gotta, think about. If you're tender-headed and if you go on long periods without getting your hair retwisted, chances is when you go get your hair retwisted, as she or he is doing your hair, they got to separate it. So it's going to be like, unless you have really, really pretty hair, you're going to feel some pain. And like I said, just maintenance is the key. Maintaining is the key. As like I said, it's getting cold out here. You want to make sure your hair is hydrated, not dry, not, and if, like I said, if you're going to wash your hair, make sure you get the right shampoo, conditioner, to wash your hair. And as far as every day, make sure you wrap your hair up at night. I'm learning that the hard way. I didn't wrap my hair up either, or I would do it how like I was doing it. I was wrapping my hair for like a month, and then like after a while I was like, what's the point of wrapping my hair up or wearing a do-rag when my hair is already looking fuzzy and stuff? So that, no matter how fuzzy your hair look, I would suggest you put a do-rag on or wrap it up, no matter what, no matter how far along you go before you get it retwisted, or wear a do-rag. And then as far as everyday products, I wouldn't put too much products in your hair, because like I said, it can clog. First of all, it clogs your hair, builds up in your hair. And then if you're not the type to wash your hair on your own, and you want the beauty shop beautician to do your hair, I wouldn't suggest you put too much stuff in your hair. Now, if you're learning how to retwist your hair yourself, I feel like that's a good idea. I'm trying to do that myself. I'm trying to retwist my hair, or learn how to retwist my hair, by looking at a few videos on YouTube that that they do their own retwist. And I mean, it's a learning curve. It's not something you're gonna learn overnight, or a week or a month. It's going to take some time, and I feel like that's the way to do it too. Retwist your own hair. Learn how to retwist your hair, so that way, if you are going long periods without going to the beauty, the shop, I don't want to keep saying beauty, the shop, getting your hair retwisted by somebody, that's another way without, your hair growing so much, and you don't have to worry about it growing together at the root and them having to like pull your hair apart, because to separate it, to twist it up. I suggest you learn how to do it. I'm doing it myself. I'm going to learn how to, retwist my locks. So that way, number one, it saves money. Number two, you got something that comes up at the last minute, job interview, a wedding, or friend's wedding, or a family member funeral. I'm not saying that you need to look nice going to a funeral, but you don't want to really show up at a funeral looking, especially if y'all family coming out, if your family's not here or whatever. That's not the point of the funeral. But like I said, you don't want to be like them talking about you after the funeral. Like, Lord, girl, did you see what his hair look like? Now, he could have did something that doggone hair of his come to the funeral. So, I mean, just little things like that in the middle of you're not going to the shop to get your hair retwisted. I suggest you learn how to do it. And, the number one key thing about having locks is patience. Like this, I have mine going on 9 months. And, I can't wait for it to get long to where I can put in a ponytail, where I can do more. I don't know why I got so happy. I can do more hairstyles. I mean, for right now, I can only either do it braid it back or twist it back or whatever. But I can't wait to get like that. But patience is the key. I just put color in today. I never had color in my hair, so I let her put burgundy in. You can't really see it. But patience is the number one key to this lock journey success. Unless you one of those people, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but you put them fake locks in your hair, then obviously patience ain't the key in that situation. But if you're just doing it natural, and you're starting like me or whatever from my afro, or just from whatever, or if you already have long hair but it's not that long, like where your dreads or your locks out to your shoulder, patience is the key. So in conclusion, because it's going on 11 minutes, just be patient, keep your hair moisturized, and just like I said, you're going to learn things, what to do and what not to do. It's a learning curve. I feel like that's with life. Life is a learning curve. So your hair is a learning curve. So good luck to you for everybody that wants to start locks. I feel like it's a good thing. You see people, you see pictures, you're like, wow. I mean, like, gee, I can't wait till my hair get like that, or I wish they had that hair and stuff like that. But you got to realize, everybody that has locks started rough too. So don't feel bad if you're like, oh my God, it's getting on my nerves. I can't deal. I can't wait for it to grow. Everybody was in the same boat that started their locks. That their locks are down to their back, to the butt, to the floor. Everybody was in the same boat. They was in the same boat. So in time, you will look back and be like, wow, I cannot believe how much my hair has grown. So, and I'm one of those people, I'm looking in the mirror every day or every time I get it retwisted. I won't get it retwisted until next year, probably February. Either February, depending on how much is looking rough. But every time I get it retwisted, I can't wait to look in the mirror and just, I can't wait for it to have movement, But like I said, patience is the key, and in time that will happen. But I will catch you guys on the flip side. Look out for my videos, like, subscribe if you can. I'm trying to build up my YouTube, and I just wanted you guys to join in the journey with me. All right, see y'all later. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good holiday. Have a good safe holiday. Thanksgiving just passed, so Christmas and New Year's is up next, and just be careful, and like I said, have a blessed one.